Hi guys, Andy Sayers here. Excuse me being a little bit bunged up. I think I've got yet another cold or something coming on. The joys of having a young child that brings all this stuff into the house. So I was having a conversation with some clients the other day. In the US and the UK, the banks, the Fed on the one hand, the Bank of England on the other, are remarkably aligned. For once, they're very much aligned in terms of what they see going on in the world, the actions that they're taking to try and steer things or put the brakes on things. So we've got an expectation, both sides of the pond, that inflation is on the rise. Certainly is where I am in the UK. And a lot of that's not really bitten yet, but we're about to have some big bumps in costs, and I'm sure it's going to be no different in the US. We're also seeing interest rate rise. We've had the first one here, and I think it's the same in the US, where there's talk of several more rate rises as we go through the years, as we go through the year 2022 and beyond. Who knows? The cost of living seems to be jumping up quite dramatically. Here in the UK, we're just about to get hit with some increased taxation at a point where the cost of energy, so gas and fuel, is kind of skyrocketing for a number of reasons. The bottom line is that you're going to be running into people that are talking about their costs going up. What seemed like a good idea, all of a sudden, when they're looking down the barrel of a mid to high ticket offer, whatever that looks like, right, in your world. But it could be from high hundreds to multiple thousands of pounds or dollars, that they suddenly go, oh, well, actually, I've got all this other stuff that I'm going to pay for. Now, it isn't that that isn't true, but we kind of have to come at some of this stuff from a different angle. Now, I'll preface all this with, you'll notice that people generally find the money one way or another for things that they truly want. Yes, there's an element of truly need, but people move heaven and earth for things that they truly want. So will those same people that say they can't afford to invest, will they cancel their gym memberships, their country club memberships? Will they still go on vacation? Will they still change their car? Will they still invest in improving their homes? There are things that they're going to do anyway, and it's very, very easy for anybody, all of us, to put ourselves at the bottom of the pecking order. Now, the other thing to bear in mind is that our cost of living is going to go up as well. And that means that we need to give some thought to our own prices, right? Otherwise, if we charge the same as we did at the beginning of 2021, we're then going to be going backwards. We're going to be earning less for the same effort, maybe more. So we need to give thought to our own cost models and fee structures. So with that in mind, we've kind of got to be on it when it comes to having these conversations, being able to preempt some of these things that are going to come up, these worries, these fears for the future. Ensure that we're having a conversation that really gets into the detail of the effect of whatever service that myself and you are delivering, that is going to have an impact that more than generates enough return on that investment to make it worthwhile. In fact, in an ideal world, the way we like to position ours is, it's a no-brainer because we guarantee the ROI. Not everyone can do that. We do. But we also just need to get much sharper at presenting our offers, presenting the impact on our potential clients' lives, businesses, relationships, whatever your niche is. Maybe the whole thing, right? And helping them to take a step forward. And if we go into this half-baked over the next several months, and maybe the rest of the year, I think a lot of people are going to have a really, really hard time. So if you're kind of listening to this thinking, yeah, I could probably do with a bit of a tune-up, we've got a number of options here in terms of how we can move the needle in your business and really get you a lot better at bringing people onto calls or into your world that are maybe a little bit warmer than they are today, having great calls and having processes that allow you to keep clients in the short, medium, and maybe long term. And for those calls that don't convert into clients, to have processes that help you to kind of reel these people in the long term. you're never going to sell to everybody. You don't even want to sell to everybody, right? Not everybody's a good fit. But where somebody is in the zone, they're somewhere in that process from I'm aware I've got a problem to burning problem. We want to be bringing as many of those people into our world that we can help as possible. So this has gone on a little bit longer than I intended, but hopefully it makes sense. If you've got any questions, if you would like some ideas, some input, maybe you want a glimpse into our world about how we work with our clients to help move the needle in their businesses, drop a comment and let's see what we can do to give you some access. Thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.